Welcome back to the food truck. Oh. Oh, what's that? No, don't worry about it. Anyway, let me get myself a fresh soda here. There we go. Now. Last episode, we met Raven, the husky, while we were out getting clothes for Carl's big interview. And also, tension seems to continue to build in the friend group. I don't know if the friend group is going to survive this spring break. Just saying. But let's go ahead and dive right on into this. I look for my full combo meal to Carl's tiny container of tater tots. Well, earlier I made a reference to a comic of there are no hyenas in this comic, but now I'm thinking about the Pocket Boyfriend, I think it's called. If you know, you know. You not hungry? Carl just shrugs and grins at me. You just don't know the ways of the fatty. What? We're judged all the time, especially when we're eating. He delicately bites a tater tot in half before adopting a sarcastic tone. Ew, gross, of course he's eating. That seems kind of unfair. See? Raven thinks so too. The husky is in the middle of a huge bite of his Subway sandwich. His eye is on Carl. He swallows before speaking. I can see that you're self-deprecating as ever. You know me. So, Chase, are you still dating that wolf? Leon? Leo, and no. I ignore the sidelong glance I get from Carl. Sorry about that. You two are really cute together. It's hard to know what to say when people comment on your relationship. If someone isn't homophobic, gay relationships are cute or adorable. Or maybe it was just the size difference. Oh, honey, it was absolutely the size difference. But seriously, I've always wanted to date an otter. Oh, really? And this is the part where I turn and look at the camera and I'm like, yeah, hey, guess what? When I first became a furry, even though I myself was a husky, or a woolgon at the time, otters were one of my favorites. Yeah, they're adorable. Swimming clowns. Do tell. Raven picks up on my sarcastic tone right away, but it doesn't seem to faze him. Well, you know what they say about otters and blowjobs. Carl almost chokes on his last tater tot. The hell, Raven? You barely know him and you're saying that shit? Carl's laughing though. I'm sure to keep my face passive. Oh, what do they say about otters and blowjobs? Raven laughs. You know, they never have to come up for air. 10 minutes non-stop. Raven giggles and makes a visible effort to keep a straight face. Sorry, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just one of those jokes I always hear. You can imagine I do too. And it's 8 minutes, by the way. Psh, I'd like that. I'd take that too. Carl crumples up a straw wrapper and flicks it off Raven's bluish-looking nose, to which he simply smiles. Carl stands up. Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Raven, don't be a dick. I'm not! We both watch Carl amble off before Raven turns back to me with that dopey smile back on his face. So how long you gotta be here, Chase? We need to catch up. I wonder what catching up means when our biggest interaction up until this point was dissecting a shark in high school biology. Man, you got to dissect a shark? That's cool! I fucking... Oh, man! Man! Okay, so in my junior high school, because we had junior high school, which was 7th and 8th grade, we got to dissect frogs, but I missed that day because I was sick. But I did get to have a rabbit heart and lungs in like 6th grade. That was kind of cool. And what they did was they had to separate the heart from the lung. And because they were apparently on rabbits, they're like conjoined together. And they had us take a straw and inflate the rabbit lung. And that was kind of cool. But, gross out warning, skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to hear this, but apparently one of the girls in my class wasn't doing things right and accidentally inhaled through the straw and got a little bit of, like, whatever was in that lung in her mouth, and she had to go to the nurse's office. Oh, man. But yeah, aside from that, the only other, like, dissection that I saw was the AP biology class got to dissect cats. And that was it, but I wasn't in AP biology, so I couldn't do it. But these guys got to dissect sharks. Man, that sounds cool. Sunday. School starts up again on Monday. Despite having a head start on the project thanks to Carl's mom, I still get a nervous twinge in my stomach. I still have a lot left to do. Voiceovers, B-roll, and, oh god, editing. I don't know. I find editing to be, like, the most cathartic, like, part of it all. It's like I did so much, and, well, yeah, I'm not doing it for 8 hours a day or anything. I do find the editing to be not my favorite part, but it's an enjoyable part. Because, yes, in case you are unaware or haven't known, the artwork for this is mine. I edit all the thumbnails together. I drew this PNG tuber. All the little visual gags are mine. I drew them. All the editing that you see, I did that. I've done all of it. And granted, again, it's not a whole lot, and it's nothing too crazy, but still, I do it all myself, and it's kind of nice. We should hang out! His adorable excitement barely contained, and I'm pretty sure I can hear the thumping of his tail against the curb we're sitting on. Despite my earlier offense at his stereotyping of otters, I'm reminded of how much worse dogs get it. They're not common in Echo, or this side of the world for that matter. While otters are thought of as entertainers, I feel like it's better than dealing with being seen as a simpleton. Aww. He just like me for real, for real. You have a smooth, smooth brain. No ridges or lumps, valleys or bumps. Thoughts slide right off of it, like a water slide. So the main reason I'm here is to do a news segment on Echo for class. Oh, is it going to be on TV? I laugh. No, I mean, maybe I could get it into rotation on the college TV station, but otherwise no. Well, it's still pretty cool. But my point is that it's kind of boring. What? Is it just a bunch of writing, or...? Mostly going through old stuff. Carl's family saved a bunch of artifacts from the old days. Whoa, so you're, like, actually touching the old stuff? Yeah. That's kind of a weird way to put it, but yeah. That sounds awesome! His outgoing nature is kind of infectious, I smile. Well, if you're really interested, I wouldn't mind having some help. That's great! I have the next 2 days off. Cool, we'll ask Carl when he gets back. It takes a while for the ram to return, but when he does, he seems a bit reluctant to agree to the idea, which kind of surprises me. But eventually we convince him, and we make plans for Raven to come over the next day. As we're heading back out to the car, I nudge Carl. forcing him into a slight stumble. What's up? What do you mean? I try to keep my tone light. You seem a bit down. Actually, you have all day. Carl shrugs. I nudge him again, and he giggles. I don't know, it's just awkward coming out here, and having you two just examine me like that. Yeah? Yeah, dude, it feels kind of weird is all. I stay silent for a moment, wondering if I'd made the right decision in doing all this. Well, I'm just trying to help you, you know? I know, bro, it's cool. Seriously, I've been thinking. Oh no. Your main problem is worrying about going out in public, like a social anxiety. Whoa, now you're sounding like Jenna. We get to my car and he smiles at me over the roof while I unlock the doors. I feel like if we can break through that, it'll help you out a bunch. I break eye contact as we both slide into our respective seats. And I think this job will be a huge part of that, so I want you to get it. As I lean to the side to pull out my seatbelt, I feel something soft and warm pressed to my cheek. It only lasts for a second, then it's gone. I look over at Carl, but he's looking out the window. Did you just kiss me? Yeah, bro. Are you high? No, I mean, maybe? He giggles. So, yes. Slowly, I pull out of the parking space. If he hadn't made a move on me last night, I might have been a little more shocked. Where the hell did you get high anyway? Alley behind the mall. Charming. Yeah, pretty sure I've got a few needles stuck in my hooves. We drive in silence for a while, Carl looking out at the desert scenery while I squint out the windshield, trying to see through the hazy orange sunset. I did mean that, by the way. What? Just... thanks. Sure. I don't know what else to say, so I leave it at that, and we drive along in pleasant silence. Carl still seems a little sad, and I can't pinpoint why. Hoping that it's just a phase. That by the time this interview is over, he'll be able to get past his anxiety and finally be done feeling like a failure at everything. He just like me for real. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wake up to the feeling of a familiar numbing heaviness in my body. I try to move, tugging at what feels like a massive weight on my arms and legs, but all I can manage is to wiggle my fingers. It feels like someone's pressing down on my chest, trying to suffocate me. And something's in the room with me. Oh, he has sleep paralysis! Oh no! Oh no, Chase, no! Oh, okay. Yeah, so, when you are in sleep paralysis, that's a thing you can do, right? The thing you can do is you can just really focus, really focus on, like, your fingers and toes. Start to get them wiggling. And once you do that, you can start to try and just, like, constantly do that and try and rock yourself. And if you rock yourself enough, your body will start to wake up. Just be sure that once you start to feel that, try to realize what's happening. I know it's kind of like trying to realize that you're in a dream, but try to realize what's happening. And just try to breathe. Just try to breathe. Don't panic. Just wiggle your fingers, rock yourself, and just breathe. And either you will wake up or it will pass. Alright? And no matter what happens, you're fine. You're okay. You're wherever you're meant to be, and you're safe, so just breathe when it happens. Well, let's see what Chase's nightmare paralysis demon is. I swear if it's a jump scare. I can't help myself. I open my eyes. A blood-red glow fills Carl's room, as if from a nightlight covered in blood. The sight would have made me whimper if I was able to make any kind of sound. My eyes flick around the room. It looks strangely empty, a lot more empty than I remember it, as if Carl is in the middle of a move and he'd packed up all of his toys and decorations. In fact, the only thing I recognize in this room is his bed, the blankets tossed back and empty. I'm alone. Jesus Christ! Fuck you. God damn it. That was so loud. That was so loud in my ears. No, fuck you. I hear a chuckle right next to my ear, and it's straight out of a horror movie. Whatever it is, it's right out of my line of sight, and I can't turn my head to see what it is. My heartbeat picks up, and I decide to close my eyes, knowing that nothing good will come out of opening them. It breathes heavily in my ear for a while, then stops. The weight lifts off my body, and I feel its presence leave. I sit up, open my eyes again with a sigh of relief. But then I realize the room is still empty. And so is Carl's bed. Die! Something yanks me out of bed, and suddenly I'm being pulled by both feet down the hallway, down the stairs, down the basement, towards the crawl space, into darkness. Furry legs crawl all over my body, and pinpricks pierce every inch of my flesh. I'd give anything to be able to scream right now. I gasp and jolt out of the paralysis. I wait a good 10 seconds before I'm convinced that I'm really out of it. Carl's snoring loudly in his bed, one arm dangling over the side while his belly rises and falls. I sit up and rub my face, wondering how the hell I'm going to get back to sleep after that. Oh, God. I was slightly jump scared by a husky, and given the gif that I like to use of running at and jumping on people, I mean, oh, how the turntables. Oh man, I love this so much because he just wants to help. He just wants to help. He could have gone and had a day off. He could have just done whatever, but no. He's coming over, be with friends. He wants to help. Oh. God damn it. Oh no, he's so nice. Hey, is this useful? I look over at Raven as he holds up what looks like a porcelain canine doll of some kind. Maybe. Again, just set aside the stuff you think might be interesting enough for me to take pictures of. Okay. He puts it to the side and starts digging through the tub, rather carelessly, again. I sigh and turn back to the binder. I really wish Carl had agreed to come down. Again, he declined to help me, even after Raven arrived, but now I guess I have my answer as to why. More stuff is missing from the tubs, and I know it can't be anyone else except Carl. The containers were turned the opposite way when I got down to the crawl space earlier this morning. On top of that, there were 2 more loose wrappers in the tub along with... I traced my paws up the torn edges of the missing page in the John Begay section. The question, of course, is why he would be doing this. There's absolutely no reason for it. And the bizarreness of the situation makes it pretty much impossible for me to confront him on it. It's his house, after all, though if he didn't want me going through it, why would he have shown it to me in the first place? And he isn't even trying to cover his tracks. In fact, I practically caught him in the act just a few nights ago. He must know that I'd be able to put that together pretty quick. I closed the binder, deciding that this will be the last time I'll be going through his stuff. If Carl doesn't want me digging up info on his family history, then I'm not going to pry any further. Hey, look at this! Raven holds up a wooden train. But this was probably the shit back in the day. I sigh. Probably. Oh. Don't. No. Okay. I am braced. I am ready. I take it out. My notification's telling me I have a text from Leo. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ha ha! There we go. I am not afraid. I was not frightened. I have conquered my fear of the extremely detailed otter phone jump scare. Met me at diner for lunch. Just you. For a moment I feel a pang of guilt. He told me how excited he was to hang out with me this week, yet I've spent almost all of my time here with Carl. Though, from what I've gathered in texts, Leo's been spending most of his time with TJ and Jenna since the Lynx is apparently still feeling down. At least he had that to keep him occupied. My excuse that Carl has all the info I need for my project made my decision to spend most of my time here a little less weird. What time? And what do you mean by just me? Hey, Raven? Rave. Oh my god. That's actually another thing. Shit. Like, take away the sparkle dog. Hey, I just noticed he's trying to steal my soda. What the? Raven, no, that's my soda. My soda. No. No. My soda. Can't have it. But yeah, I actually, wanted... Like, I had a romanticized visualization of what rave culture looked like. Thank you, Samurai Jack, Night at the Rave. But I had a romanticization of what rave culture looked like, so that was, like, my thing, especially since back in the day I would non-stop listen to Scooter, to Infected Mushroom, Bass Hunter, like, you know, all the big World of Warcraft, like, Dota, you know, hits. But, so I would actually... I thought about having my, you know, online name be Rave, but I kind of kept it as Dakota for a while. Hey, Rave, I'm gonna go out and meet with some friends. Could you help keep Carl company? Okay, sure. Raven seems busy pushing the train across the ground while attaching more cars. And make sure you keep that together. I want to get a picture of it later. I feel... Okay. Hang on. Go away. There we go. I feel... I feel... Oh my gosh. I really get it, guys. I'm Raven. I get it. I'm so easily entertained sometimes. Like right now, I'm shuffling. I'm not even shuffling. I'm throwing a deck of cards from one hand to the other. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. I should stop. But, like, I'm so easily entertained, and I could totally see myself doing that. being like, oh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, this is cool. Oh, hey, look, a train! And, and just being like, seeing how many train cars there are and, like, connecting them all together. Because, like, when I went to Silver Dollar City forever ago, that's one of the things I got was a little wooden train, and they had wheels that spun and everything. And I remember that. And even though I was never really a train guy or a train kid, it's cool. And just little things like that would keep me entertained. So I get it, I get it. Now, need to talk in privato. I sigh and put my phone away, patting my pocket for my keys as I head up the crawlspace steps. Oh, I have been in this diner. Leo waves at me as I walk into the diner. I'm surprised to see that the diner is completely empty. There's almost always someone in here. Something else is amiss, too, and I don't notice it until I've sat down across from the wolf. It's eerily quiet. The usual rockabilly tracks aren't playing from the jukebox. Hey. Hey, man, what's up? The atmosphere is unreasonably awkward, and I blame most of that on the strange state of the diner. So apparently we have to go up to the counter to order. Janice isn't here. Why is that? Leo shrugs as he sips on a milkshake. Dunno. Sick, I guess. It's then that I remember the story Flynn had told us about Janice and her incident. Though I'm not going to bring that up because I'm sure that's what Leo's thinking as well. Well, I'm not really hungry anyway. What was it you wanted to talk about? Leo swallows slowly, then looks down at the table. So, you probably know that this whole thing, it didn't go as I planned. I look at the collection of condensation on his glass before I speak up. Yeah. Sort of. Leo frowns as if he'd hope I would have tried to deny it. Well, it's mostly my fault. I should have done a better job at resolving shit. Now I frown. Hey. I wait until he takes his eyes off the table to look at me. You're not our big brother anymore. He looks back down at the table. We're adults, believe it or not. We make our own decisions now. Everything we're doing right now is our decision, our fault, not yours. Leo's eyes get shiny, but he smiles. You're right, I guess. I just want to go back is all. Hey, we're still young. You're talking like my grandpa. Leo laughs and leans back. Mine too. Leo jerks his head as if he just remembered something. So what the hell happened between Jenna and Carl? I was actually hoping you could have told me of that. I have no idea. She keeps going on about him not participating. I told her it was fine, but she can't seem to let it go. Yeah, well, it's really weighing on Carl, I think. Leo swigs his milkshake, foregoing the straw. He wipes away the cream from his muzzle as he brings it back down to the table with some resolve. Well, I'm not letting it end like this. Let what end like this? Our group. You realize this might be the last time we're all together? That sentence immediately forms a lump in my throat. Yeah. So I'm not gonna let it end like this. Lynn pissed at DJ, Janet pissed at Carl, you and me. He lets that hang, and when I don't say anything, he coughs. So I planned something. What? His hesitant tone is making me nervous. He looks me in the eye and squares his shoulders. We're going to the lake tomorrow. He lets that sink in as I turn his words over in my head. I had suspected that this is what he was getting at. Sorry, I just heard a cop siren outside, and I couldn't tell if that was, like, part of this game's ambience or not. I consider my words for a moment, not wanting to say the wrong thing. I don't know if that's... Leo puts up a paw. I've thought this over real hard, Chase. That day, what happened to Sydney? It fucked us all up. Changed us all. Not for the better either. It took something from us. Leo pauses, looking to the side as if searching for words. Then, Sydney was his best friend. And Carl, he's been depressed ever since. I feel the need to speak up. I don't know if you can pin all of that on what happened. Maybe we would have turned out the same. He presses on. DJ, he saw Sydney. He saw Sydney die. Saw him drown. Can you imagine that at 8 years old? And Jenna, has she ever been happy since? God, I made a joke. I made a Moonlight Shadow joke. You know? So I made a joke about Moonlight Shadow. You know, instead of, you know, I changed the lyrics where they fell in like Emma at the end of the night, or far away on the other side, and he couldn't find how to push through. Like, God, no wonder TJ's... holy shit, man, that... What? And from what I know, because I've seen Dax/Horrorbuns' art, which, and also, you know, I frequent the visual novel chats and stuff, so I know Sydney's an otter, and I think they mention it too. So how did he drown? What happened? Oh God. I'm gonna finish this conversation out and then finish the episode because we're already over time. I shake my head. I always felt like that experience helped her in a weird way. She decided to go to school. Leave Echo. He doesn't seem to be listening to me. And you... I loved you. But you did change that day it happened. You're practically a different person. I don't have anything to say to that. And me, I... His voice catches in his throat, and I close my eyes. Leo. I was supposed to be watching all of you. I was supposed to take care of... Leo stops talking, and I keep my eyes on the table while he grabs one of the brown napkins and wipes his eyes. Oh no, my God. He was the oldest kid. He was the one in charge. This is why he cares so... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh. I may not be able to finish out this conversation, because now I've got so many thoughts and opinions flying out now. Holy crap, man. Because it's like... Yeah, okay, so Sydney died by drowning in the lake? And, oh my God, that completely recontextualizes everybody's comments at the river when Chase went for a swim. Huh? Holy crap, man. They... Oh. Alright. They literally all commented on him being out for so long and being under the water for so long because Sydney drowned. So naturally, they've all got a bit of trauma about that. And Leo, when he was in charge of everybody, he was their defender, their protector. Except you can't really defend people from nature. Or whatever the hell is in that lake or in that mountain. You can't really defend people from that. So he tried to keep the group together, but doesn't know how to... That's why Jenna went into psychology, because she's got a problem in herself that she's trying to fix. That she saw the trauma that happened and she needs to understand it in order for her to be happy with herself. Oh my God. And now there's a really odd connotation, at least in my opinion, of Leo couldn't protect or defend one otter, so now he's infatuated with an otter? Now he's infatuated with... I don't understand. That... Oh my God, this game hit me emotionally in the first few episodes, and now it's... I'm shocked. I knew something happened. I thought Sydney, like, disappeared. I thought Sydney got kidnapped. I thought, you know, just poof, I didn't know they actually fucking died in front of TJ, and this whole time Flynn has been blamed. Oh my. Oh my. God, that has been boiling underneath the lid for a... I'm gonna try and finish out this conversation in a timely manner. When he speaks again, his voice is thick and cracks with emotion. His parents never said, but they trusted me with Sydney. And I think they blamed me. No, Leo. He falls silent. For a while, we both sit there and share the feeling of being weighed down by 11 years of baggage. A good 5 minutes goes by. Leo's staring out the window. The afternoon sun turns his normally red fur almost orange. We can't do this anymore. And this might be our last chance to find some kind of closure. I take a deep breath, swallowing past the lump. Okay. He looks at me, relief over his face. So you'll go? I smile reassuringly at him. Of course. Have you told anyone else? He lowers his ears. No. Oh God, are you going to tell them? I don't know. Leo. He does his signature shrug, paws out. I really don't know how else to get them to go. There's no way this isn't gonna be a disaster. Hey, we gotta try. I guess. Can you bring Carl with you? I think for a moment. Oh shit, Carl has an interview. What time? 10, I think. Well, we'll plan around it. Text me the actual time, okay? And with that shift in music and that shift in tone, we're gonna call that episode here. Oh man. That was some heavy shit, Doc. Thank you all so much for being here with me. Thank you all so much for supporting me and listening and hearing me yap on. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Good night.